Hey, you like RWBY reactions? Join the Discord. All right. But hey, I have to start off by saying I was thinking about it, and I am so looking forward to seeing RWBY's mental shatter. This is one of the character development settings that I believe that they are setting up for that is going to be extremely beneficial for her as a character. If you watched my RWBY ranking, I gave her kind of a mid rating simply because, like, although her weapon was sick, her outfits were sick, her music was banging, all that, she had a ton of stuff going for her. Her character was very stale, kind of basic, not really any character development, just kind of gung-ho, you know. There was no backstory because we're kind of growing with her, you know. We kind of get it. Yeah, like we got a little taste, but I'm ready for her character to go through that. And this is usually the stage in a show, like just before the finale, the character, in order to grow to a point in which they can actually handle the final situation, they have to go through a mentally shattering and reformation of their mental, you know. Like they have to break and be remade into something so much stronger. So I am so looking forward to seeing her character go through turmoil. I want despair. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this character. Because she'd be so much cooler if she just gets, she just falls into despair, bro, you know? All right, let's see. What do I have? I don't think I have anything else. No, you guys got all my comments at the end of the last one. All right, yeah, we're just gonna start. Episode 2, baby. Oh, and if you aren't aware, there's only 10 episodes this season. Just throwing that out there. Which, by the way, is kind of bonkers to think about. Because there is so much stuff that has to be shoved into 10 episodes. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, like, if you're thinking about it, we had the Sweet Island, we had the Red Island, and then there was a third island, and then there was the tree in the middle, not to mention if they're going to add anything else, right? So at this pace, we obviously have maybe bi-episodes. So we're getting 2 episodes each place, maybe. And that's if they don't get reset. I mean, they obviously have to go back to the beach area, so they have to go backwards. I don't know how they're going to do this. And like, it's not as if these were, like, if it was like 45 minutes, 10 episodes, boom, you can do a lot. Like, if you watched Arcane, that was only 9 episodes, and they did so much stuff because it was about 18 episodes worth of an average anime. And RWBY tends to run a little shorter. Like, I think this episode is 17 minutes. Last one was 18. So we're already -4, -5 minutes. We're already down 9 minutes, which is about half an episode. So, you know, like, you know. Oh, this is the opener. Okay. This is my second time watching the opener. So, let me get a new feel for it. The first time I said I wasn't quite feeling it, but this time we'll see. Because I think it needs to grow on me. Like, I wasn't feeling it in like a banger way, you know? Obviously it was good. Yes! Oh, my gosh. Like, look at this scene, bro. Look at her. She's all happy and stuff. And then she's just like, and then she's in the where like she's in the hood. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh yeah, so people were saying this is Alice, which I could see, you know. You should know I don't have very much knowledge of fairy tales, so I've actually never seen Alice in the Wonderland. I just kind of know a couple of their characters. Yeah, we're still gonna find Jean because they don't know that Jean is down there with them. Okay. Okay. Yeah, all right. It's a good banger. It's a banger. It's a banger. I need to hear the full version, right? I need to hear the full version to see how they transition from the first half to the second half. You know, I think that's very important for me, so. We'll see. All right, here we go. So I was saying, look what I was at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. There's 5 places. So they just got off talking about how they think we're in a fairy tale.
So are we just gonna stand around thinking about this in silence, or?
I know this place is weird, but a fairy tale? I mean, that's impossible.
Your whole thing is a fairy tale.
What we've seen is improbable, but that doesn't mean we're in an actual fairy tale. Are we seriously entertaining this?
Do you have a better explanation for what's going on?
Well, let's try to be more logical, shall we? We fell from the sky.
Yeah, maybe you're in the
Ruby
real
made friends
world.
with a tiny mouse.
And you've been living in a
And I
fairy
got caught by
tale
killer
your whole life.
whales. And, you got your arms stolen by a, what was it that you said?
Jabberwocky.
A talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Wait. Hey. A purple raccoon.
What was it that you said?
Raccoon.
A talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Oh.
Yes, that. Okay, I see your point of view. I am going to go over here now. Driving a little trash wagon, why not? Probably has a little driving wheel too. And as crazy as it sounds, something about this is familiar.
The girl who fell through the world. I think we're in the ever after.
Wow.
Blake,
Are they allowed to say that?
that world is make-believe. It was just part of a story we all read as kids.
It's not make-believe. It's where I live.
Can you tell us more about it? Have
That's
you ever heard
bold.
the name Alex?
And Alex, is that a purpose?
In the story, Alex fell from the sky and met with the hunter mice. Got trapped in vines, bought a Jabberwocker, and got her knife stolen by
A Jabberwocker.
raccoon.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then she beat the Red King at a board game, met the curious cat, the rusted knight, and finally got out through the tree.
Did they just give us the whole season 9 plot? I hope it doesn't go anything like that. I hope it doesn't go anything like that, because I don't want to know exactly what's going to happen.
So what now? Do we go to the tree, look for Alex, Yang's arm? Ruby, you're still missing Crescent Rose.
I'll bet the Jinxie Peddler has it.
Who?
The Jinxie Peddler? That's the only talking raccoon I know.
Do you know where he might be?
Weiss. Weiss is making this so good for me. This rat, man. Or mouse.
So the town is just ahead, right? I've been thinking, if we're going to go to this town, we need to be careful. Alex didn't know their customs and ended up starting a war among the townsfolk.
Oh.
Trouble followed her everywhere she went.
So we're gonna actually
yeah.
meet Alex?
She was kind of a mean person, right? She lied and cheated her way through most of the book.
She was trying to survive. The morals of those old stories are so simplistic.
Okay, here. So I made a point in my last episode where I was kind of really upset with, maybe not really upset. I was like kind of disheartened maybe by the way that when they were walking up to where they found Yang, Weiss was talking and she didn't even move. Like, you see how their faces are moving now? Like, this is what I mean. This is what they should have done. They could have really just done
Trying to survive.
that right there. What they just did with Blake, they could have just turned her head a little bit. And you just seen a little bit of white on her face. That's it. That's all you had to do. And it wouldn't have bugged me. That's it. I mean, obviously, you know, what do I know, right? But I don't know.
The morals of those old stories are so simplistic.
But this is good. I like this. I haven't felt anything that has negatively hit me animation wise this episode.
She
So
lied and cheated her way through most of the book.
I think it was just that first episode.
Survive. The morals of those old stories are so simplistic.
Either way, we need to tread lightly.
The town's just up ahead. The Jinxie Peddler always stops by our village.
Jinxie Peddler.
Do they steal stuff from you guys too?
Steal? Never. They just take the things we're not looking at. Fair's fair.
Sounds like a legitimate business person. How did they manage to steal
Right.
your arm anyway?
I was knocked out from the fall. When I came to, that sneaky raccoon had already grabbed my arm and ran off before I could stop him.
So would you say he caught you unarmed? How disarming. I guess we'll have to catch this.
About time.
For what?
Nothing.
Don't worry. We'll find a way out of here.
Yes,
and then we'll
about time.
Weiss?
It's all gone. There's
What's it
nothing
gone?
left for me to go back to. Just like Beacon.
Beacon's fine. It's just preoccupied. Atlas,
For Atlas
just
Weiss.
it's
But
fine.
it wasn't enough. We hatched a crazy plan that put a whole kingdom at risk, and we don't even know if we saved the relics from... Maybe John and Winter were able to get them out, despite everything.
No, Jean is still there. Winter is gone, but Jean is still there.
I know that Penny... I know that was a lot to hear.
Yes! 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 Character development! Woo! Feels so evil. Wow! No! No! That's not happening!
So this is the entrance to the other acre, you called it?
Acre?
Yep. All we do is cross the bridge and we'll be, well, wherever over there is.
You
Fair.
don't know?
Nope. Never been this far from home.
Oh, maybe you should go back?
I wouldn't have any idea how to go back. Maybe I'll live by this bridge.
I'll handle this.
My very first house. Gonna find my purpose in my best house.
Would you like to come with us?
probably for the best.
Okay. Wait, what does it say? What does it say? By royal decree of His Highness, the permanent birthday party of His Most Royal is hereby announced. With no details. It's everywhere, though.
Just act like you belong, everybody.
I've always wanted to be long, but I'm still just small.
Belong. That's funny.
There it is. So what's the strategy? Just start roughing them up or what?
No, Yang, I don't think that would work.
In the book, Alex had to barter with Jinxie for her dagger.
Yeah, I think I'd rather hit him.
Oh, Jinxie.
Welcome, one and all!
He's adorable.
A lot
Wise.
older than I remember from the book.
I am Jinxie, and these are the finest treasures of the acre.
I don't see my arm.
All of Jinxie's treasures are just other items in disguise, so that people think they're buying something extremely valuable.
Okay. So, which one is
It's
Yang's
definitely that obvious. Okay.
What does your heart tell you? That's how Alex knew.
The one that looks
I mean,
exactly like it?
That one looks roughly arm-sized-ish.
Ruby?
There's something about that one.
First item, the diamond-studded rabbit. You, Jinxies.
How are we going to bid without any money?
I don't think there's any money in the ever after. Jinxie just names whatever price he wants.
What did Jinxie want from Alex?
Her saddest memory. And her
Oh.
happiest.
Sold.
Oh.
A hug.
Oh, that is interesting. To take someone's. Okay, yeah, I guess that's a good question, right? Would you give up your happiest memory to have your worst memory taken away? Would you do that? I wouldn't. But I wouldn't. But that's an interesting question. Would you?
Hugs are very valuable.
Maybe this won't be so bad after all.
Second item, a golden scepter. You.
Huh?
The bidding starts at
No, I was the first one to...
knowing what it is to feel loved. A fair price for some, I'd say.
Knowing what it's like to feel loved by royal decree.
Sold!
Wait, that's my arm!
Whatever it is, it's royal property now. No price is too high for His Majesty's birthday.
First item, the Jade Marion.
We tried it your way, Blake.
You!
Ruby, what are you doing?
Bidding starts at enough hope to fill this jar.
What? Dude, that's so good. Dude, that's so good. He's able to take emotion. Dude, that's incredible. Enough hope to fill the jar. How much hope does she have? She's running low right now. Oh, dude. So in the opener, that's what that jar was. That's interesting.
You don't have enough, do you?
Huh?
Why, you little rat! Leave that alone! You can't touch it until the deal is done!
Huh?
Wait, that's a wait. That's a whole mouse? It's a whole mouse?
It's a fake!
I'm going for it.
That's pretty cool.
There's fair.
Oh! 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 Wow! This is Penny's maiden sword. Wait, how does it still exist? Wow, that's so interesting. How does it still exist? I mean, I guess she can create a solid form, or she could. Wow.
I got it! Ruby, come on!
Why is she just casually walking out? Here's your memories back.
Those people take auctions very seriously. High five?
You know, honestly, a lot of the time, Yang just doesn't do anything for me, just mentally. But now this is hilarious. This is hilarious, dude.
Very seriously. High five? High five?
We're doing the same thing Alex did. We're ruining everything.
That's your biggest concern right now?
I've read so many stories. I never thought
Oh yeah. Okay,
it'd
good.
be the moral of one.
Okay, playing into Blake's character. Okay, so everything I kind of wanted for Blake, maybe she'll get some actual, character. Stop being stale. Oh, this could actually be really good for her since we're in a fairy tale. She knows a lot about books. Oh, thank you. This volume 9 could be huge.
Ruby?
I couldn't explain why, but I was drawn to it.
Wow, that's a fast thunderstorm right there.
Great. Now it's raining on just us. That's it. We're getting out of this nightmare. Alex went to the tree, right? Let's go.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. In the book,
We are not in a book. And even if we were, we know how it ends. Right over there.
She makes a solid point. You can't be mad at her for that.
Stupid tree!
I saw the rock there and I was like, oh, I know she's gonna do it.
Stupid tree! Yeah, already tried that earlier.
It would have been really funny if she hit it and then like the rock hit her again.
Well, then what do we do now? We've got my arm, but we still don't have Crescent Rose or the slightest idea how to get out.
Weiss.
Somebody sad. I'd be sad too if I ruined the royal birthday.
These guys again.
Blake, what did Alex do next?
she went to the Crimson Castle and beat the Red King at his own game.
Heads up, you treasonous birthday ruiners!
We want to go to the birthday party. We want to go to the birthday party.
Well, too bad, because we're going to... Oh, yes. That's where we're taking you. as prisoners for stealing royal property.
What if I offered you something better? The weapon of a powerful warrior.
Ooh, go on.
Not just a powerful warrior. The most powerful to ever live. She was touched by magic. She gave her life for thousands.
Most
She
powerful?
took a message of hope to the stars. And she saw the world through better eyes. Take us to the royal birthday and allow us to
I guess she was pretty. She was definitely cracked. I don't know if I'd say most powerful though.
Yes, by royal decree. Come on, men. You heard her. We've got a birthday to celebrate.
Are you sure about this?
Look, we may not know exactly what's going on. But for whatever reason, this place is putting us on a similar path as a book we all read as kids. I say we follow it. And stop pretending we know what we're doing.
Yes! 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 Oh, the character development she needed! Oh, I'm getting so excited for this. I love character development. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa, what is this?
Fucking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Did you just send me back? Okay, I was like, what? Okay. All right, so another solid episode. That one was good, right? They definitely set some stuff up, and they're still in the setup period. So I do think they need to give us something here soon, because with 10 episodes, what we've kind of been set up with is 2 major fights in the mid-season. And so if you look at season 1, you have the Players and Pieces, where they fight the Nevermore in the mid-season, and then they go to where they fight Roman and the White Fang in the mid-season and at the end, and then they fight Roman and the White Fang in the middle of season 2. Right. Well, kind of like at the mid-beginning, but we got that in the middle section, even though this one was earlier, right? And then they fought again. Season 3 was just all tournament. It's just bonkers. We all love season 3 or volume 3. Volume 4, you had the Crow, or you had the Tyrion, and then in the end, that's when they fought the Nuckleby. I forget the big horse rider. And then in season 5, you had. Let's see, what did they do in the middle of season 5? Did we have any major fights in the middle of season 5? No, I think it was just build up to the end. I can't remember if they had anything in the middle of season 5. But then again, people regard season 5 as like the worst one, even though I really liked it. Season 6, we had. What do we have? This is me trying to think, because I know in the end of volume 6, it was kind of bonkers with Adam, and then we had the Adam, the giant robot. What do we have in the middle? Oh, we had the Jeez, it's been so long since RWBY. The apathy. There you go. The apathy. So we had something in the middle. And then volume 7, we had, what do we have in volume 7? We had the Ironwood fight. And then in the end, we had the invasion with, Team RWBY versus Team or Aesop's. Then 8, it was just a lot of fighting kind of throughout. You know, we had the Hound, we had the mid-season was the fight with the Hound. That was kind of like the first half, and the second half was the fall of Atlas. So I'm kind of looking for something relatively soon, because we all had fights up until, or we at least had some fights, you know. So I want something. Give me something, and I'm not just like you know, dodge a sword and shoot a gun, which was great. But I'm looking forward to the next 2 episodes. There should be something big, because 10 episodes is not a lot, right? Not compared to what they usually do. So, opener, starting to really like it, because I'm starting to really, I'm so looking forward to RWBY falling into despair here. So we're talking about the entirety of this being an actual fairy tale. And I truly and honestly, wholeheartedly hope that we do not follow that plot line they gave us to the T. Because I don't want to know what's going to happen. Like, obviously foreshadowing's a thing, but they just straight up told us. I hope they twist everything, and there's some sort of major twist, hopefully in the middle, during the next episode, or episode 4, you know, because it looks like they're cruising, so, you know, who knows. We are in this area. We're moving forward. We were talking to Yang about her getting her arm stolen. Weiss and her, these little bubbles are fantastic. I'm really loving these bubbles. So, just moving on and getting over to, essentially that's all it was. It was just them walking to an auction. That's kind of it. They were just walking to an auction. So, I mean, obviously they had to traverse the land, you know, and they were talking about where they were in their situation. So they were explaining to us as an audience kind of what's going on, just more setup. So at this point, they've established the setup and they're moving into the execution phase. So we're going to be going into more rapid fire stuff, which should be, because they've already explained what their plan is. But I will say this, if you've ever heard me talk about this before, you have different types of exposition and how it works. You have pre-exposition, you have post-exposition, and simultaneous exposition. So the way that it works with post-exposition, right, and if you don't know what I mean by that, exposition is when you are explaining kind of what's going on. So if you're saying, hey, I'm going to go to a taco stand, right? Let's just say that. And then the next scene would be me going to a taco stand. That would be called pre-exposition. Post-exposition would be showing the taco stand, and I'd be telling you that I went to a taco stand, right? That'd be post. Simultaneous would be me voicing over that I'm going into. So here's the thing, right? Simultaneous exposition usually always succeeds until the narration stops, right? And then it kind of flips. Post exposition, where you're explaining after, it always works out exactly how you're telling it, because you're telling the past. And pre-exposition rarely goes how you say it's going to go, right? And we looked at that a little bit in volume 8. So I'm kind of looking forward to the pre-exposition now that we're getting, where we are talking about them following the book as it goes. And me being kind of disappointed with them telling me, I truly hope they don't do it, because then that would be pre-exposition succeeding, and that is not fun. So I want them, they can't do it exactly by the book, you know, literally in this case, they can't do it by the book. So, and otherwise it's just going to be stale, and you're not going to be able to maintain your audience, or you're not going to keep your audience enthralled in what you're trying to do, you know? So that's what I mean. They're going to break away from this story, The Girl Who Fell to the World. They're going to break through it somehow, and I think it's going to be with them meeting the actual girl that fell to the world. I forget her name, Alex, I think. So I think that's how it's going to be. But they went to this auction, and this man changes. This man changes things. So she saw this. And it had the same colors, right? So obviously it's the green. And this is why she was drawn to it. She recognized it even though it was different. And hugs are apparently powerful. So keep that in mind. I'm sure that's some sort of tool. Because with that hug, he took away their greatest, their happiest and their saddest memory, which is still an interesting trait. So with this,
The bidding starts at
No, I was the first one to.
knowing what it is to feel loved.
starts at the feeling of knowing beloved. Wait, is that what he said?
I was the first one to.
Knowing what it is to feel love.
Knowing what it is to feel love. Wow. That is a deep statement right there. Knowing what it feels to be loved. Wow. Ah. I don't know if I'd be able to buy it, but that is a sum. Whatever Jinxie wants. They just decreed. Paid to be paid is the sum, whatever Jinxie wants. That's pretty funny. They just overruled it. Whatever he wants. Oh, okay. Little steals it. She has the sword to kind of move on. He's pissed, right? He's pissed here. So we're going to see him again. And they had said something about him looking a lot older, which could mean that this is in the future of when the actual fairy tale happened. So they could be going behind her, you know? This was hilarious, dude. This is hot. This is great. Just this despair. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy for this. And then she gives up the sword. Like, wow, dude, she gives up the sword. That is incredible, dude. Oh my gosh. And then they head on over to the the birthday party. So there we go. This is gonna be cool. All right, I'm excited for this. I'm really excited. Like, look at her. Even though she's handing it off, she's still depressed. And it really hit different because when he said, "Have enough hope," or you can, the jar. He's like, "Have enough hope to fill the jar," and you have to like put your hope in it. Wow. He said, "Oh, you can't buy it." Wow, that speaks volumes of what I'm talking about for this character. Oh, dude, it's so exciting because that means she's going to be able to grow and become something so strong and so loved. And then when we rewatch this show, we'll remember this and we'll see her back in the early days of how she was just so happy and joyful, and how she's just gonna get torn down with everything. How she just bottles up everything, like in Volume 5. She was like, "Yeah, but we have to keep going. We just have to keep going." She was on the hustle mindset. So now she's in the accepting of what's happening. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to join up on the RWBY Reaction Discord. Link in the description below. I'd love to talk to you guys. A lot of us in there, and a great bunch of reactors that are over there that are always active. So, other than that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.